Hey folks, today we're going to do a video and we're going to call this the Total Motorcycle Riding Video. This is going to be a guide on how to ride a motorcycle, and we're going to show you everything you need to know in one video on how to ride a motorcycle. You see a lot of videos out there, but too often they're only talking about one thing. Here's what we're going to talk about in this video, and probably more than that. We're going to show you freeway riding. I'm going to get on the bike with the GoPro, show you that counter steering. We're going to show you the twisties, how to stop, how to learn how to ride if you're a beginner. And we're going to start as a beginner rider, and then we're going to take it into advanced mode on the freeway also. We'll talk to you about shifting, braking, counter steering, what type of gear. Let's start with that. I'm going to show you some things that have really helped me. First of all, when you're riding, it's very, very loud, even if you have like a good helmet and stuff. So let's see if I can show you something here. I have these, you get these sponge earplugs like at Walmart or Rite Aid, also Harbor Freight hardware store. You get a big box of them, and it really helps. You can still hear the sound, but it's muffled where you won't damage your hearing. Another thing I strongly suggest, and I'm holding the microphone while I'm showing you this, so bear with me, is get a helmet like this one. Let's see if I could show you. See how it's got like an internal visor right here? The dark visor. And let's see. There's a little lever here. And I got this one. It's called iStorm, and I really like it. Another thing too is if there's this little button right here underneath. Let's see if I can show you. And then it opens up to like a half-face helmet right there. And let's talk about the backpack. If you're going to get a backpack, it doesn't have to be a Monster Energy one like this one, but here's what you want in a backpack. Get one with these straps right here. See these little clips? I should say clips. And what these clips do is, hold on, let me show you. So they basically clip together because at high speeds, these two straps will start moving off your shoulders, okay? So you don't want that to happen. And now let's show you some other stuff on the bike, and then we'll ride, okay? So left side, if you're on a motorcycle, traditionally everything on the left side of the bike has to do with shifting. This is the clutch lever right here where I'm pointing with the stick. Just a handlebar here. This doesn't do anything. We have the brights right here, turn signals, and let's go over here. Traditionally on most Japanese motorcycles, the right side, if you're sitting on it, has to do with braking. Front brake, rear brake. You put your foot like this to brake. See if you saw that like that. And so let's get on, and we're going to show you how to ride if you're a first-time rider. So let me put the camera on and all that good stuff, and the helmet. It's good to get a watch that's big and easy to see, because when you're going at high speeds, you don't want a little small digital watch. Okay, let's get on here. Get everything situated. So, show you some stuff. This is the make sure I got the camera right where you could see it. I think you can, yeah. This is the kill switch right here. This gives it power. We'll go ahead and do that right now. This is the starter right here. Turn signals right here. Go ahead and start it. Give it a few revs, kickstand up. Okay, so let's say you're brand new. Visor down. You're brand new, go to a parking lot like this. Let's get the camera where you can see it. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of have it pointed up just a little bit because when we get on the freeway I lean forward. Let's see, yeah, this looks good. And what you're gonna do is this, okay? You're gonna pull this clutch lever in on the left. Hold on, let me put my collar because it starts to flop around at high speeds. Okay. Pull this clutch lever in here. Oh, I almost forgot to show you something. Hold on, before we get going. I want to show you something with the helmet. Should have showed this to you. There's these little, I don't know if you could see it. It's kind of, see these little things on my head up top? They open up and those are air vents. So what you're going to do when you're new, just putting this strap on the helmet here, you're going to go to a parking lot that's not as crowded as this one, less crowded, and here we go. Pull this down here. You should be able to see my arms when I ride here. All right, we're all set. And pull the clutch lever in here on the left, kick down, and you're going to release the clutch lever, but not all the way. So you just release it as soon as the bike starts moving. Pull the clutch lever back in. Get used to touching the brake like this on the right, pulling the brake in. Then after a while, what you're going to do is release the clutch lever, give it a little throttle without hitting this lady in front of us. Let's go this way. So now you're in first. You let the clutch lever all the way out on the left, and now you're in first. So let's go this way. And then practice stopping. We're going to go right here. We're not going to spend a lot of time on the new stuff because it's boring. But for those of you that have never ridden, keep your handlebar straight when you go to stop. So as you're going to stop, watch what I do. Pull the clutch lever in, slowly squeeze the right handlebar, get your feet getting ready to come down, preferably when you're new, both of your feet, when you're going kind of slow like that. And do it again and again and again and again and again. And when you're braking, when you're new, you can just use the front brake on the right. So now we're going to show you freeway riding. So let's say I want to brake, watch clutch lever in, slowly squeeze the right brake, keep those handlebars straight so you don't tip over. So now, let's go here. So now we're going to go out on the freeway. We're slowly, giving it throttle. And the police officer's there evidently. Someone shoplifted in Walmart. So, avoid the lady that's going to crash into us. One more little practice thing and then we'll go out on the freeway. Come up to the stop here, watch. Pull the clutch lever in. I'm still in gear. I'm in first, right? But I have the clutch lever in, so it's kind of like neutral where it's not engaged. Now, I'm going to get on the freeway. Clutch lever slowly giving out while I'm giving it throttle on the right. You kind of, you're doing it at the same time. Now, with freeway, speed is life. The fighter pilots have this saying, speed is life, because if you're going slow, the enemy jet can get you. So here we go. Big, giant, wide corner. So we're going to get on the freeway here,
and then we'll take you to the twisties. And what you want to be doing, what I like to do, is be going slightly faster than all the traffic. Don't ride next to the traffic. Notice we're clicking down to neutral. Notice I'm in neutral. If you tap slightly down from second, you're now in neutral. Okay, so camera looks good. Here we go. Clutch in, kick down, we're in first. We'll let those guys go so I can get some speed. Here we go. Let the clutch out while giving it throttle. First gear, let's take you to the gears. Clutch in, kick up to second, right? Then you release the clutch. Let's go through it. Release throttle, clutch in, kick up to third, release clutch, roll back onto throttle. Now, let's get on it. So we're going like 65 at 6,000 RPMs. Clutch in, kick up. And don't, like ride next to someone. You're going to see like, I don't know if you can see to my left. Oh no, the guy's getting on. Like, don't ride next to someone real slow. And once you're on the freeway, all you got to do is just, enjoy the ride. You're not going to really brake a lot on the freeway. Do you know California is the only state where lane splitting is legal? So let's get off here. Now notice it says 30 mile per hour corner. What I do is I go to the left side and then I lean in. We're not really going that fast because it's a tow truck here. But I lean in like that. Now, we're going to take you to a little more advanced course. And we're going to take you to the twisties and we're going to show you counter steering. Let's talk about counter steering, and hopefully I get a red light so I could explain it to you why with the handlebars why we're stopped. If we don't get a red light, I'll pull over and show you. But counter steering, and it's really an unfortunate name. Oh, wait a minute, watch. Downshift, I have both the front and the right brake squeezed right there. Counter steering is an unfortunate name because there's no steering wheel on the motorcycle. But what counter steering is, and it looks like I'm going to have to pull over to show you unless I'm fortunate enough to get this light up here. Counter steering is where you put the handlebars in the opposite way that you're turning. So let's show that to you, okay? Let me just kind of stop for a second because I really have to show this to you. And you never get a red. Oh wait, you get a red light when you. I was going to say you never get a red light when you want to. Okay. So basically, what you're doing here, if I'm going to go left, I'm going to put the handlebars like this. This is kind of a dramatic, way of doing it. But when I put the handlebars like that, it's going to lean the handlebars to the left. It's going to lean the motorcycle, I should say, to the left. Now, let's do it while we're going straight. Watch this. When I pull back towards me on this left handlebar, the motorcycle is going to move to the right. Watch this. See that? When I pull back on the right, it goes to the left. So it's like counter leaning is more the way to, better way to say it. I'm just looking in my mirror. This guy's lights are on. I thought I was getting pulled over. His lights are all going wacky. Okay. We're going to get up to some counter steering right now. And this is very important. You have to know counter steering or you will crash. So check this out. We're going to the left. I'm going to pull back on the handlebars on the right, giving slight pressure forward on the left. Watch this. Here goes. right, watch it, 2, 3, now. See that? That's how we do it. Now we're going to go to the right. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to pull back on the left. Not yet, because it's not really that strong of a countersteer. Okay, so here we're going to do it. Right here, I'm going to pull back on the left handlebar. There we go, leaning it. Very windy through this canyon, so I don't want to overshoot the corner. Notice, we're going to pull back on the right, leaning it. And now back on the left, you know, just time it perfectly as you're going through it. But just skid marks here. Sharp one here, really back on the right, pretty strong here. We're going to upshift because we're going downhill. Upshifting again, getting really good gas mileage. Gonna do some counter steering here. Let's see if I can lean it. You can kind of lean it, but some corners are so sharp, you're gonna need to do counter steering. Let's see if we can lean this one. This one, you could lean it a little bit too. But when you get those strong ones, you're gonna need counter steering. So now we're gonna show you braking. Excuse me. Now, what I'd like to do is I brake when I'm coming to a stop and I know it's not a panic stop. I like to brake in segments. So first, there's like 3 parts. First part, I take my hand off the throttle, but it's still on it. Second part, I start downshifting. In the third part, I also start applying braking. So check it out. Here we go. Coming up to a stop sign. I take my hand off the throttle. We're still going. Kind of coasting. No need to speed up to the stopped vehicle in front of me. So now I'm downshifting 5, 4th gear, 3rd gear. Second gear, neutral, first. All right, we're gonna go this way and then we're gonna go back and I'll show you some stuff. The main thing I would say is counter steering. You've got to know that. Also, you guys can multitask, right? I'm a Christian, so I want to throw in something. Did you see the debate between John Lennox and Richard Dawkins, where atheist Richard Dawkins lost the debate to John Lennox? There was one part of the debate where Richard Dawkins says that life here on planet Earth is not guided. He goes, oh, it's not guided. You know, G-U-I-D-E-D, God, like God is guiding it, guided. And John Lennox says, well, but Richard, they're both from England, but Richard, it could be guided. Wait, I like this corner here. Let's get on this one. And Richard Dawkins says that he doesn't believe in intelligent design. He doesn't believe in intelligent design. But let's see if you could find out where Richard Dawkins messed up here and what he said. Okay, check it out. So I'm going to do a U-turn here because I'm going to go back now. So Richard Dawkins says, well, you know, when you see a car and it's going left and it's going right, there's someone inside it. You know, it's not a product of intelligent design. Now, isn't it true that even if there wasn't a person in the car, that the car is a product of intelligent design? Another thing, too, is you ever see the debate with Sam Harris, where Sam Harris lost the debate? He's an atheist, Sam Harris. He lost the debate, to Dr. William Lane Craig. Okay, let's go back on an advanced pace here. So we got counter steering here on the left, motorcycle buddy coming towards me, so we're going to pull back on the right handlebar. Right here. And Sam Harris said that we don't need God to be good. He's like, whatever is good, like if I decide to buy a blue car and the blue car is better than the red car, that's the good choice. But what Sam Harris was doing is he's not talking about a moral good. He's talking about like a good choice, like a good chess move. You know, a chess isn't moral or immoral. So that was kind of ridiculous. And then let's get on a bit. So we're going to go faster through here. Okay, advanced pace. Ready? Let's go. And then did you see, and by the way, you can see all these debates at shotgunout.com. Just click below this video in the link. You'll see it. We got some free ebooks there for you, free audio ebooks, more motorcycle training video. When Christopher Hitchens lost a debate, they asked Christopher Hitchens, is absence from evidence of absence? Is absence of evidence of absence? What does that mean? Well, I don't know when I'm going around the corner here, excuse me, if there's going to be a truck around the corner. I don't know. I have no evidence of it. But there could be a truck around the corner. So when someone says, does absence of evidence equal evidence of absence? It doesn't. Just because you don't have evidence that there's a truck around the corner or not, doesn't mean that 100% sure there's no truck around the corner. And so Christopher Hitchens said, yes, absence of evidence is evidence of absence. And look, there's a truck, SUV, whatever you call it. Let me give you another example. Why is this person braking? I think they're overheating. Oh, he's let me pass? Okay. Thank you. Like, I had no evidence that that guy was going to let me over. And look, little Mini Cooper, cool. And there's a truck. But I have no evidence that there was going to be a truck there at the top of the hill. So that doesn't mean that there's not a truck that's going to be at the top of the hill. So Christopher Hitchens messed up. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence necessarily. It could be, but you can't emphatically say. For example, no one can say that God doesn't exist and they have knowledge that God doesn't exist, because we don't even know the larger percentage. What is that guy doing? We don't even know the larger percentage of what's out in the universe and even beyond the universe. So how could someone arrogantly say that God doesn't exist? Some of the reasons why I'm a Christian, they're all evidence-based. I have the confirmation of the Holy Spirit in my life. I know I have the Holy Spirit in my life. I have hope, faith, and trust in a historical person, Jesus Christ. Not the spaghetti monster, but a historical person of Jesus Christ. We know that the universe had a beginning. Recently, there was an atheist that was trying to debunk one of my videos, but they messed up. They said, is this the camera going, by the way? Yeah. They said, well, what caused the universe was energy. But not so fast, my buckaroo. There was no matter, space, time, energy that was there from eternity. Even energy matter, space, even time came into existence. So there's got to be something just like that car in front of us, something outside that car created it. By the way, you're getting on the freeway, left corner, right corner, like this, to kind of straighten the line. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Boy, another person stalled in a very bad spot. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you like this video, I'm going to put some more motorcycle videos below here. And as always, por favor, please, always make sure that you ride with the full armor. There was a friend of mine that was an atheist, and he was a motorcycle rider, and we used to talk all the time, email and also Skype, because he lived in England. We used to talk all the time about the Bible and things like that, and he was coming around to Christianity, but then he passed away in a fire. And so I don't know if he was saved or not, but if you're going to ride, please count the costs. You put a helmet on, you put your gloves on, and all that, does protect your flesh. Don't you think it's a good idea to have our spiritual house in order? Eternity is a long time. God bless you guys. Have a great week.